Hello Libra, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So, the way I do my readings, for some of you who are new, I only channel through my higher intuitive self. I have the ability of doing so. And also, I don't channel through any spirit guides. In the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel to provide you with some advice according to what they think you may need to hear because of what has come out as the cards. These cards are not so happy right now. A lot is going on in this person's mind. So some of you may have been in an actual relationship, could be a situationship. Could also be somebody who has simply exchanged glances with you and you know that there's something there, but no one's speaking up. However, the type of connection you have is very energetic. It's a very energy-filled kind of connection. I'm also still getting over this cold, not cold, but this flu that has lasted for about 3 weeks now. So I will be clearing my throat, guys. Sorry about that. I might even cough. Hopefully not. All right. Oh boy, oh boy. The energy is very heavy, very dark. At the end of this reading also, I have a bonus. It's kind of different from what I usually do, but stick around till the end because there's something quite different that I'm going to be doing for you guys this time around. All right. We have here justice followed by nourishment. Then we have wild woman, followed by betrayal, grief, feelings and emotions, play, creativity, beliefs. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you, Libra, what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Libra, I want to make things right between us. Everything that has happened and everything that has been going on has been very wrong. Now I see, as I see through your perspective, that you have always been giving and giving, and I have always been the one who's taken. That is wrong. I should not be that type of a person who just takes. Everything that you've ever done has been very selfless, and I always tried to get things my way. But now I want to make things right. I don't want things to be like the way they used to be. I do feel that in this connection, there is this sense of nourishment, this feeling of connection. That is this feeling of fulfillment. You know how to fulfill me emotionally, spiritually, physically. You have this ability to do such a thing. You might not be doing it on purpose, but I feel it. And you are that perfect mate. You are that perfect person that anybody would love to just be with. But what did I do? I was not truthful. I went behind your back. There has been, in this connection, a sense of deceit, dishonesty, lies. I have hidden things. I have been sneaky. And this has led to the sense of betrayal in this connection. The betrayal that has come from this is very, very strong. You thought you knew me, but the truth is you never really knew me at all. To some degree, I was trying to protect you, but it just didn't turn out right. My plan was stupid. Didn't make sense. I tried to do things so that you wouldn't know the full truth, because you didn't have to know the full truth. But by hiding certain things from you, it seems like I was hiding the truth as well. I just didn't want you to go through all that. And now it turns out that there's a sense of betrayal in this connection. Where there's a lack of truth, a lack of faithfulness that exists. No longer is it here between us. And for this reason, I do grieve. It's as if you never really knew me at all, and I've been a stranger the entire time, even though you thought you could trust me. Am I sad about it now? I am. I do grieve over this now, because I know that I've lost you. I feel that I've lost you. That beautiful you that used to be in my life, that I took for granted, that I took advantage of, that I overindulged with. I value you now more, now that you're gone. I feel in this connection this growing sense of feelings and emotions that just keep popping up. There's a part of me that really does love you. When you're hurt, I feel hurt. When you're happy, I want to celebrate. And when you're down, it's like my world is falling apart because I only want to see you happy. Do I have the right to do any of that now? No, I don't. I lost that right. I lost it all. And now I'm just hoping that maybe we can just be friends. Somehow I want to have you in my life. I don't want to lose you altogether. In you I have found a friend who is very mischievous, fun, loving, amazing. It's hard for me to move on. This beauty that I found inside of you makes me feel vibrant, alive again, young again. And I want to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. I just hope that in this connection, you and I are able to maybe work things out. Work out our differences, our beliefs. There are so many things that are different in my life versus yours. I was born and brought up in a very different way. My perspective on life is very different. And I realize and I know yours is quite different as well. I just don't understand why we can't be on the same page. The one thing I do know is that my beliefs are quite strong. Your beliefs are quite strong. I have been stubborn and not being able to see things through your perspective. And this is the thing that has caused the problem. My beliefs, my values, my tradition, my culture, my background, everything about me is different. These differences that exist between you and I, this is what has caused this rift, this breakup. It's because of our beliefs. Right now, I'm just in the mindset that I really want to make things right. But at the end of the day, like a ball and chain, this belief, this problem that I have that I just can't let go of, that follows me around my society, my family. It's hard for me to let go of this too. And it's hard for me to let go of it because it's a part of who I am. This is how I was raised and brought up in this type of a society. And that is the reason why I think the way that I do. The unfortunate thing is that you and I just don't resonate that way. And to make things worse, I was not truthful to you. I should have been. Do I regret what I did? Yes, I do. I admit that I betrayed you, yes. I also admit that I should be and should have been more truthful, yes. Do I want to make things right? Yes, absolutely. But the problem is, there's so much disagreement and hurt that it's hard to talk and to get through this. I'm hoping one day there can be a better balance in this connection. All right, Libra. Amazing. This is a huge situation here where you have at least 4 cards that are very dark. The Wild Woman, betrayal, grief, and beliefs. And what I see here is that, yes, there is an issue with the beliefs because some of you may be from a different background, maybe different cultures, maybe different religion. Some of you may be very well established, money-wise. Maybe the other partner is not. And so the families don't want you to get together. The friends are saying, no, it's a bad idea. It could also be the fact that some of you may have thought that this is a very promising connection, and the other thought that this was just a friendship. And then there's a sense of belief. This connection is just wrong. One person had a misunderstanding, misunderstood. I'm getting the word misunderstood. So there might be something here that happened where there's a lack of communication, and the intention, I'm getting the word intention, the intention that was there, it was kind of like a misunderstanding. For some of you, something happened here where there's a lack of clarity and some type of misunderstanding occurred. I'm also getting the word misunderstood. So somebody here feels misunderstood. All right. Let's have a look at, this is the Lover's Path Tarot. So with this deck, I look at the reason why. I always like to see the why reason. Like, why did this happen? Why did things go downhill in this connection? So things may have seemed okay in the beginning. Things were okay, but then things started to kind of like fade away, break down in this connection. So this is what I look at. I read the reverse. 5 of Arrows and the 3 of Cups. Let's have a look. I know right from the get-go that 5 of Arrows is not a happy card here. Oh my God. Okay. 5 of Arrows. When dealing with this person, things started to become very much a struggle. There was a sense of distrust. There was also arguments. Here we have lack of trust that leads to conflict. Possible defeat or feelings of defeat. The need for protection or caution. The need for self-protection or caution. This is what this person was feeling. There was just a lot of distrust. There was arguments. There was struggle. There was discomfort or struggle with a situation. And what happened when things started to kind of not work out for you guys, there was a disingenuous surrender. Defeat because of indecisiveness, a lot of paranoia and dishonesty. So let me read the last part again. Disingenuous surrender, meaning that if you guys ever had a talk or if you argued, This person really didn't tell you what was truly, truly in their heart. They just agreed with you. I give an example where there's a couple going outside in a minivan. They're in the parking lot and they're leaving, or in their driveway. And the man says, "Look, honey, the sky is green." And the woman is like, yeah, it's green. Okay, let's go, honey. Let's go. Right there. Instead of arguing saying, "No, the sky is blue. What's wrong with your eyes?" This is a disingenuous surrender. In order to avoid a conflict, somebody used to just say yes, 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 not really expressing themselves. Usually this is because they want to get something from you, and because they did not argue with you, you thought that you were in the right. And then one day, boom, when this person just opens up and they're like, "Nah, this is not right," you wonder, what happened all this time? I thought that you had this type of thought process. I thought that we thought the same thing. It turns out that you don't. Why? Because the person was never open enough. This is what happened here. This is extremely common. And I have on my other channel, Asnointia Audio, some of the videos that I have regarding relationships in the series called, I think it's called The Heart of a Man. Have a look at some of those for some of you that are dealing with masculine energy. This is very common, and they don't do it on purpose. They do it because they themselves, just as the feminine energy does, the male energy also does want to avoid certain things. They want to avoid arguments. Sometimes they'll just keep making somebody happy, but what happens is at some point in time, there's a breaking point, right? There's that tipping point that, you know what, I can't take this anymore. And then boom, everything just falls apart. Unfortunately, that's what was happening here, Libra. This person had this disingenuous surrender. And what also happened here is that there was indecisiveness. So you may have wanted to make some type of a decision with this person. You know, let's move in, let's get married, let's take this to a different level of commitment. Indecisiveness, this person could not make up their mind. Why? Because of the word paranoia. You have paranoia here. There was paranoia about what? Dishonesty. They actually felt paranoid thinking that you might be dishonest. A lack of trust. Three of Cups. You see what happens? Sometimes the people that are dishonest, they think other people are also dishonest. Hurt people hurt people. A very innocent, naive person won't think like that because they've never experienced it. But if somebody has experienced betrayal, they know that they've experienced it, and they maybe have done it to somebody else. So they may assume that the other person is very much like them. That's like projecting, right? Like you assume that somebody else is like this. Unfortunately, this person, to some extent, thought about your situation and your connection in the same way. We have here the Three of Cups. This talks about a lot of negativity when it comes to other people. This person might have been having relationship issues with family, with enemies. There's a lot of people here that have created some type of problems, which created a lack of happy union. It's created a lack of joy. Somebody here may have been celebrating too much with women, hanging out with women, maybe drinking, maybe overindulging. I'm getting the word narcotics, hopefully not. Here we also have overindulgence. So there was overindulgence and procrastination. So whatever happened, this person was overindulging in pleasures. And the problem is that that was all materialistic stuff. And you may have thought that, you know what, this person's like not truthful. They're hanging out with all these other people and they're having fun, but they're not doing what it is that needs to be done in this connection to make the connection more promising. Why did they do this? The reason why is because the card before that, paranoia. They were thinking that, you know what, this is just too good to be true. It's not as if this person's going to be with me forever and ever. I might as well just do what I need to do and then move on. However, They also can't come back into your life right now because they feel really crappy about what they've done. They know that your beliefs and their beliefs are quite different. And it hurts them from reaching out to you because they know what they've done is wrong. So this person had a very different impression about what love really is. They didn't have trust regarding love, but they just didn't trust you. And it's not just you, it's anybody. This person's nature is like this. And you are going to be that person who has made that difference in their life. If this person comes back to you, they will be a changed person. If they're with somebody else, they will not repeat what they have done because they've learned a lesson. Who taught them? You did. All right. Let's have a look. Okay. I have here the Beginner's Tarot deck. Yeah, they know that what they did to you turned you into a very cold-hearted person here. Somebody that's really distant and not really talking. Queen of Swords. This is how I interpret this card. It's somebody who's just feeling very jaded, feeling very upset, knowing that they've hurt you so much that they've turned you into somebody who is very cold. You have a sword. You're willing to do anything with that sword because that's how angry they've gotten you. They're also afraid of rejection. They're afraid that whatever they do, even if they come back into your life, they are afraid that you're going to just simply reject them. And they don't know what to do beyond that. This is the first card. First card is the strongest. So they do feel this. Now these cards I pull out because I want to have a look at what are the actions, any plans, any intentions that this person has. Do they have good intentions? Oh yeah. 10 of Cups. Yes, they do. Beautiful intentions. They want it all. They want it all. They've realized this, yes. And who's made them realize this? You did. Nobody else, you did. This entire crappy situation that the both of you have been through, it really taught them a lesson. It's funny, actually. You may have thought, one day I'm going to teach this person a lesson. Libra, from behind the scenes, you have, with the universe, already taught them a lesson. They have learned it, and they are suffering. And they want to go beyond that now. Karma did it for you. So don't worry about it. You have nothing to worry about. This person has. They've had their what they call comeuppance. Comeuppance, that's just a word that my husband says. It's like, I think they got it from the movie The Mummy Returns, or The Mummy. One of my favorite movies. They're going to get what they deserve. Right? And so this is exactly it. What we have here, this impression that they have of you, that you're just ready to like hurt them because they've hurt you so much. And you are very closed off and you're very cold-hearted. Why? Not because you are, but because they turned you into this. This is how they see you right now. What are their intentions? 10 of Cups. They want a family with you. They want a home with you, beautiful yard, beautiful sunshine, picnics, beautiful days. They want to build memories with you. This is a beautiful card, guys. Some of you want to move in together, get married, have a partner, whatever you want. Have children, God bless you, I hope you do. Or just have fur babies, you know, cute ones, fluffy little ones. I love pets. There is huge desire here to have this. And what is this person doing to make this happen? Are they doing anything? Oh, yes, they are. 8 of Pentacles. Beautiful card to have right after the 10 here. Why? Because this person, I call this a love workshop when it's a love reading. This person is in a love workshop. They're trying to create a strategy, some type of a plan. How do I enter back into Libra's life? How do I fix the situation that I screwed up? They're working on it. If you're wondering where this person is at, Libra, they're working on it, okay? However, in the back of their mind, and currently still in their life, we have here 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands card does talk about how this person feels very overwhelmed with so many things that have happened in their life, so many burdens, restrictions, restraints, responsibilities. In addition to all of that, they feel that you are also one of those responsibilities that they have to fix. They have to fix this karma. Whatever it is, it's still a very difficult card. Like the feelings that this person has are very difficult for them to move on. So definitely there's still some struggle here. Do they want to be with you? Absolutely yes. Are they working on it? Absolutely yes. Is it easy for them to work on? Absolutely no. It's very difficult, but they're trying. Here we also have under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful card. Ace of Pentacles here talks about wanting to give you an offer of love, an offer of something that's more promising. So yes, are they going to take action? Yes, they are. They have the intention, 10 of Cups. They're going to work on this, 8 of Pentacles, and they're going to provide you with some type of an offer in the far future. Not going to be anytime soon, because they still have a lot of issues here regarding the 10 of Wands, feeling overwhelmed with many, many things in their life. So at least with the Ace of Pentacles, it does appear that this person is definitely going to reach out to you at some point in time, and they are going to give you an offer. Whatever this offer is going to be, it's going to be quite solid. It's very solid. They've thought long and hard about this. And remember, like, it's the weirdest phenomena, but the people that truly have been hurt the most, definitely they are very emotional, but they also learn the most. The wisdom. They get the wisdom, but it takes a while sometimes. The people that hurt the most learn the most. That should be like a motto. All right. I'm going to channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. Let's see what it is that they have to say about this particular situation. All right. Oh my. So first card's the strongest. You have a card here that I usually associate with a choice. So you have a choice on whether you want to be with this person or not. So you actually have a choice here. And you always have a choice. It's not because the card came out, guys. Always remember you do have a choice. On my other channel, Asnointia Audio, if you have a look at one of the videos I have a few videos now there. One's called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. If you have a look at that one, you'll see sometimes that there's some people that come into your life that you were married to in a past life. And so the connection is just so strong. It's hard to pull away. It's hard to leave that connection. It's hard to let go. So I am getting that right now. There's some type of energy here that is almost like spiritually bound. It's hard for you to stay away or to kind of break free. So definitely go to that video, have a look at it, and hopefully it'll provide you with some clarity and some guidance. So this is a really interesting message. So some of you, if you don't want to be with this person, that's fine. They are saying, however, to get more information regarding the situation that you're in. This is for those of you that don't want to be with this person, okay? Get more information. The reason why this card comes up is because it means you have a lack of information regarding something. Here we also have that you will receive an opportunity only after you ask your angels and after you start to meditate. Asking your angels, they work for who we call God. So it's like a hierarchy. It's like a structure that's like a workplace environment. And so you can pray to the Christ consciousness. Through Christ, you can get to his Father, who is considered the source, the Almighty. The source is the light for all of, the universe. This is who we call the one God. These angels work for him, okay? So you can request from him that, this is my problem. This is what I need to know. Can you please allow these angels to come and help me? Typically, I use archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. Uriel. Okay, I'm getting the name Uriel to add in Uriel into this conversation. Okay, I'm also getting Metatron. So you're going to have a few here. Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Metatron. So definitely call upon these angels, and through the power of and the permission of their boss, who is God, and let them know what your problems are. Let them know what you need an answer to. And when I mean like talk, I really do mean like talk like you're having a conversation, and you have to believe it. You can say this out loud, you can whisper it, you can say it in your heart. Here, meditation brings answers. That's another one. Now, meditation brings answers. The angels also need your permission, so when you do pray, we don't pray to angels, by the way. They work with us and for us. You give them the highest level of respect. But you do ask them what you need, but you also give them permission that, yes, I give you permission to help me in my life. They do need permission, because we have free will. So there's a little bit of a restriction there. Meditation brings answers. Some of you may just need to retreat and just be on your own for a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. I love being alone sometimes. Either you can just meditate, have a sip of coffee, like I've said, stare out the window, think about your life. Be by yourself for a little while. It's important to do that, having that sense of mindfulness. Now, when you're also by yourself, yes, you can either pray or you can meditate. My angel guide has told me if you don't have a lot of time, 21 minutes is more than enough to meditate. Just remember, 21. She was very specific with the 1. Not sure why. I didn't ask, but she was really like really adamant about that. No, 21. Here we also have, yes, reconsider. Okay. So something's going to happen, guys, where you're going to get more information because you've asked your angels. You're going to receive an opportunity. Only after the answers are given to you, you're going to be able to, yes, reconsider your decision, what it is that you're going to say or do or act upon. Within the next few weeks or months, you're going to see these results. You're going to see this opportunity. There's going to be an opportunity that's going to come to you. So this was for some of you that actually want to move on, but I have to say that it's a very similar message to the people that want to stay with this person. Here, again, you're going to receive information. There is going to be an opportunity. Similar situation, how you connect with the angels. Yes, for you as well, even if you want to stay in this connection. Reconsider what it is that you were going to say, that you were going to do. Reconsider your approach to this connection and the way things have kind of gone downhill. How can you make it better? How can the beliefs be equalized? How can this person come halfway, you come halfway, there's a compromise? That has to happen if you really want this to work. Beliefs is very strong. Tradition is very strong. And if one person bends over backwards for the other person, that person has lost their identity. Don't be that person. If this person really, truly loves you, they will want you just the way you are. Maybe 10-15% adjustment, that's it. Not beyond that. Because then that's not you. That's you just acting. And how long are you going to be acting for? 3 months? That's a typical thing. I notice 2 or 3 months people act and that's the end of it. Then they lose their shit and then they start to change. And the person that you're with is like, what happened to you? You're not the same. You're not the same person I fell in love with. It's because there was a whole lot of acting. Because they just wanted to get. They just wanted to have. This is the problem. Truthfulness. Be true to yourself. Be true to the other person. If not, time to pack your bags and find another track. Like I said, there's different tracks. There's different realities. We have different realities. We have different stories on each track. You jump from one track to the other. That story is still written for you. The celestial beings write those stories for you. You are just a part of that. You're the actor or actress that's going to take that part and play that part. And eventually that becomes your fate, your destiny. That becomes your story and your book of life. All right, Libra, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance, guys, in your situation. I know I get really deep with all of this, but I have to admit it's because I have like this intense knowledge, and sometimes it gets a little too much. And one day I am going to write a book about all of this kind of stuff that I talk about, because I have to. At this point, I have so much information that it's only good for me to share it with humanity at this point in my life. I just have to reduce I got to fix my timing so that I can actually do some work, some extra work on the side. Some of you might already know I do have like another job, like I go to work and then I come home. During the weekends I do all this. And I try to make the videos, as detailed as possible so I can actually help and not just talk about, oh, this person's feeling this. All right. I was talking about a bonus reading. So what is this bonus reading? I don't have it open up yet. I used to do spiritual readings for people. I still do them, but right now it's I'm focusing more on love readings because that's the demand right now. So when I do this type of reading, it's a very spiritual reading, and I have the ability of contacting and being in the presence of heaven, which is a different dimension. I have the ability of, I guess, tuning in. In my mind, and I've explained this in other videos already, on my mind, I have different sections. First, they just used to kind of like talk all together. So I hear voices, right? Like the voices of angels. And a few times I've even heard God himself, as well as Ishu, who I call Jesus. But I started getting confused because all of their voices, for me in the beginning, they all sounded the same. And so to make my life easier, what they did was they compartmentalized themselves to certain parts of my head. So on one side, I hear the voice of God. I hear Jesus on one side, who I call Ishu. I hear Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. In the back, I have others. So it's really interesting how it makes sense to me now when they talk, and I know who's who. But I just wanted to mention that. So sometimes it's individual angels that speak. And sometimes, if they're busy, I've noticed that it'll be like a lump sum of angels that speak all together in unison. Like, it'll be like 50 voices all at once. That's the type of sound that I hear. So judging on, whatever their schedule is like today, whatever comes through will come through. I just did one before this one where I had a lot of really interesting messages, and the big boss came down too. Big boss meaning the actual source. That was pretty intense, I have to say. So these are messages, okay, about your life that heaven, the divine, they know what you're going through, but they want you to focus on a few things in your life that maybe you can help yourself with. Because they want you to be healthy and happy. Okay. Oh, all right. Now, this type of reading, sorry guys, it does take me a little bit of extra time because I have to hear them, and there's a little bit of a, I guess you can call it a lag. There's a little bit of a lag. So just give me a few moments, a few minutes or maybe seconds. I just have to channel. I hear collective. Okay. We hear angels want you to know that you have a life purpose. And this life purpose includes happiness, giving to others, and giving to yourself. Whatever has happened in the past is in the past. Stop dwelling on what the future might hold. For you have the power to make your own future and destiny. We are with you all the way. We try to guide you, but sometimes you don't listen. Please note your repetitive ways, certain actions and intentions that you have as well as others, and how this affects your life, and how this affects your relationships. You have the wisdom of the universe inside of your heart and mind to see beyond the good and the bad. We want you to take a step forward into the knowingness of what your capabilities are. All right, Libra. So, like, their English is kind of different. I noticed they speak differently. So when I say it, please just take it as it resonates. Their English is not like mine. Sometimes they say things which I would think is a little backwards, but I think it makes sense at the end of the day sometimes. You just got to think about it, right? Next card is Ecstasy. Let's have a look here. We here, angels, want you to do what makes your soul happy. Reconnect with your higher self. You've been too bogged down with materialistic ordeals. And you are unable to focus on what is really meant for you, what is meant for your society, and what is meant for your freedom. The freedom of thought. Don't be constrained by what others say. Know that you have a will and you have a way. Where you can conform to some people in society, but be yourself in others. We want you to be happy and prosper. All right. Second last card here, we have Crisis. We can see and sense that you are overwhelmed with all that has happened and the emotional trauma that you have faced. Not only in this connection, but in others as well. We want you to know that you're not alone, that we see and feel and hear whatever it is that you go through, because we are all connected. This is how we know when it's time to help you, because you are never separate from us. We hear your voice in your heart and in your mind. When you call and you plead for forgiveness and wanting understanding and compassion in your life, We want you to know that you are above all of the things that you have experienced. You are more wiser now. And everything that overwhelms you makes you weary, and sometimes you should not be. You should recognize the patterns and see that you have been here before. It can only make you stronger. It's hard to let go, though, we know, but do try. All right, Libra. Last card, feelings and emotions. This is simply Archangel Uriel, female voice. I do want you to hold on to your heart, which is so dear. Only give love to those who you think deserve it, but be nice to others. For you may be entertaining angels unaware. Always have the law of karma on your side. Always remember that by loving others, you are increasing love in the universe. Because that positive energy radiates throughout. Everybody has a station they have to work on. Your station is just about ready. Once it is ready, you will be able to move forward. These feelings and emotions that you experience will come and go. The heart of the matter is not to let it bring you down, not to feel down. And if it does so, think of all the happier times. Think of all the happy times that you have had and the joys other people have brought into your life, and stick to that and use it as your touchstone. For there is nothing better than the ones you love. And the feelings and emotions that you have will last forever. Libra. Don't think that I could make sense out of what she just said. So even I don't understand much of what she said, but she's basically saying here that things are going to be okay, all right? Things are going to be okay emotionally. Your feelings are going to be okay. I have no idea why she used the word station, but it's almost like things are just about ready, right? And then you're going to be off. That's basically what it means. I know it doesn't make sense. Some of this stuff doesn't even make sense to me. Like what she was just saying, the way she said it, totally did not make sense to me. So in the comments, if you try to even ask me, it's not going to help. I just wanted to give these messages to you. Some of you may hear this 2 or 3 times, and it will make sense to you. Right now, I'm doing this first time, right? A few times if I hear this, it'll probably start to make sense. So Libra, do take it as it resonates. I know this was a little bit of a lengthy reading, but I really wanted to do something that's different and not just tell you, oh, you know, at this point in time, your person's going to feel this, feel that. No, no, no. I wanted to focus on you this time. And usually I do these readings personally for people, but I just haven't done it in such a long time. And I thought, you know what? It's a huge reading because I am able to channel the angels. And so, you know, they give me that wisdom, they bring down that information so I can explain it. So these are certain things that they feel you really need to just focus on in your life for your own betterment, right? Just being a better version of yourself, taking care of yourself, loving yourself. It is very important. You are a very special, important person on planet Earth. There's a reason why you're here. There's always a reason. It doesn't matter what type of job you have, or even if you don't have a job, there's a reason why you're here. In any case, let me know in the comments below if any of the other part of the reading resonated and how some of this might be applicable to you. So this was supposed to be things that you're going through. This is not your other person. This is you. These messages were meant for you. Let me know how any of this may have resonated. All right, Libra. I hope I was able to provide you guys with some clarity, some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below. Please do. I do read the comments. Also, I wanted to just mention that currently I'm still doing love readings, which are written reports, but it's all, obviously, it's just done by myself. It's all done by me. They're written reports, so hopefully those would help you deal with the type of person that you're dealing with. Like, logically, you need to be a little practical about who you're dealing with here. Whatever it is, it's going to take time, and like the angels said here, I see that you're very overwhelmed. It's going to take time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but do try to take it easy. Relax. It's important for you to try to do that. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.